Morning, everyone.
Santa Barbara.
I'm scared.
When a woman's husband has deadly intentions, will she turn to the man she truly loves?
I'm gonna need your help.
This week.
That's it. I really don't know what else I could tell you. Not until I talked to Eden. I was passing by. I recognized her car. And, well, I pulled over. I couldn't believe it was her. Then I saw them loading her up into the ambulance, and I'm sorry, officer, but maybe the doctors told you that my wife, she was pregnant and she lost the child in the accident. It's still so fresh in my mind.
Yeah. I understand. I'm very sorry.
Dr. Hunt, report to 3 East.
Inspector Castile? I didn't know he was assigned to this case.
He's not.
Hi.
How is Eden?
Good news. She's fine. She's not awake yet, but she's fine.
Thank God.
You could have found all that out in a phone call. You had no reason to come all the way over here. Everything seems to be under control, Cruz.
Well, I guess I just had to see that for myself, Mr. C. Well, Kirk? Cruz. Danny?
Inspector, Mr. Cranston arrived just after his wife's accident. I was just questioning him. Did you want to take over?
No, you go right ahead, but I would like to listen in if you don't mind. I'm very interested in what happened here.
Do you have any idea where your wife might have been going, sir?
No, I don't. I saw her earlier at home, but she didn't mention any plans for later that day.
Well, you might not be aware, Mr. Cranston, but your wife's knees were very badly scraped, and they found particles of wood in them. Apparently, she took some kind of a fall just before she got into the car.
I didn't know anything about that.
There's also the matter of blood that wasn't hers, which was found on her collar.
Yes. I can't explain that either. I assumed that when she fell, I didn't tell you on the phone. Eden miscarried. I'm sorry. So, we have reason to believe that she met with some other kind of accident before the car accident, is that it?
Looks that way.
Well, I'm going to find out what that was. I'm going to do everything humanly possible to find out. I appreciate you doing whatever you can. I'll cooperate in any way that I can. That's good, Kirk. I think we ought to get started right away. And since we can't talk to her, maybe we should try to reconstruct her day, retrace her steps, so to speak. Why don't you join me then at the station house for a little while? Cruz, I think I'm going to stay here, all right? When Eden wakes up, I want to be the very first face that she sees. Excuse me, officer.
Dr. Kim, dial 7344, Dr. Kim.
All right, so if she was hurt before she went into the car, that would explain why she lost control. The blood on the collar, has it been to the lab?
I hear the findings.
Thanks.
Dr. Hart, this is you.
Are you a blushing bride yet?
Yes, but we're not telling anyone yet. We want to ease Brandon into the situation. We're taking our time.
Dad doesn't know, huh?
No, not yet. And Mason, I want to be the one who tells them.
I can take a hint.
Have you seen Eden yet?
No, she's still unconscious. I imagine her first few waking moments won't be any too pleasant. You knew about the baby she was carrying.
Did she?
She lost it. I imagine she'll be devastated. Santana, don't think the worst.
What?
I know you. You're afraid that Cruz only married you because Eden was pregnant. Now that she isn't, you're afraid that'll change.
Mason, excuse me. Cruz?
Yeah.
Can you take me home now?
What, right now, this minute?
Yes. Now that we know that Eden's all right, I don't see any point for us to stay.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask Eden some questions about the accident.
I need to ask you some questions, too. The baby?
Yeah, Kirk just told me. I hate to think what it's going to do to him.
Well, this may sound terrible, but I hate to think what it could do to us.
What does that mean?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The one reason, the only reason that you were able to give up on Eden was because she was carrying another man's child. Now that she's not carrying that child anymore...
Santana, nothing has changed.
You say that now.
Yeah, what happened to Eden has nothing to do with us. We're married. And I intend to stay married.
Sorry. I shouldn't have had to say that. I shouldn't have had to ask.
It's all right.
I just love you so much. Look, why don't I just take a cab home? I'll wait for you there.
It's a good idea. I may be a while.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stacey? Can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure. Eden's nurse says she'll probably sleep for another hour, maybe more. I'm going to duck out for a little fresh air.
It sounds like a good idea. Can I come with you?
Right.
Dr. Nick, call yourself. Dr. Nick. Dr. Chris, please report to radiology. Dr. Chris.
Excuse me. Have you seen Mr. Cranston?
He just left. Is there a problem?
Oh, no. His wife seems about to regain consciousness. She's talking and repeating something.
What, is she asking to see him? I could probably catch him.
No, it sounds like she's saying, Cruz, like the ship.
That's me. That's my name, Cruz.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
May I go in?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
There you go. And I'm not too good at this.
No, you're fine. It feels much better already. Let me see if I can put a little weight on it.
No, look, I don't think you should do that.
Look, I can practically walk already.
Well, good, then you can walk out to my car. Look, I'm going to take you to the local precinct, all right?
What are you talking about? You bandaged me up? Why? Why? Just so you could take me into the police?
Because I thought you'd wise up by now, and you haven't done that. So the first aid just ran out, baby. I'm not running a free clinic here.
Wait a minute. I told you I pay you.
And with what?
I have a bank account. Just give me some time.
Okay, now this bank account. Now, what name is it under?
Where are you going?
Look, if you're not going to go with me to the cops, I'm going to bring them here, all right?
No.
Yes. And don't try hiding in the closet this time, all right?
It's Gina. It's Gina Capwell.
Capwell?
You know the name.
Well, who doesn't?
There's going to be a lot of talk about me. I mean, if it were anybody else, nobody would pay any attention, but I'm going to be front page news, mister.
And what did you do?
You want to know the truth? I saved somebody's life.
Oh, and so why aren't you sticking around to get your Purple Heart? Or don't you like publicity?
It's a long story. You see, when I saved this person, I made somebody else very angry. Angry enough to kill me, and now he's going to come after me, and I can't let him find me. That's why I need to stay here out of sight. Look, I'm really scared. I know it's not your problem. I can't even ask you to help me out. Look, I'll just leave, and I just want to thank you for what you've done.
Forget it. You're not going anywhere.
Yes, I am. Just watch me.
No, look, you're going to get about a half a block and you're going to fall down.
Right. Just what am I supposed to do? I can't ask you for any help. You don't want to get involved, and I don't blame you. I can't expect you to care for somebody you don't even know. Can I?
Dr. Miller, Dr. Frank Miller. Report to the 4th floor nursery station.
Last night in Mexico, my cousin performed the ceremony.
Well, Santana, you finally got your wish. Brandon can now be yours.
I hope you don't think that's the only reason I married Cruz.
Why didn't you tell me what the reason was?
Well, it's not like Mason. I love Cruz. He loves me.
I hope so.
I realize that it's going to be a big adjustment for Brandon, and God knows he's had his share of adjustments. So Cruz and I have decided that we are going to live apart until we feel that Brandon has gotten used to the idea.
I think that's very considerate of you.
Certainly a lot more considerate than you've ever been.
I beg your pardon?
You've used Brandon shamelessly, the same way that you've used me. You've never cared whether he'd adjust or how. He was only the payoff. You've only used him. You never cared about his feelings.
Your gratitude is touching.
Why should I be grateful to someone who looks at people only in the light of what he could get out of them?
You got what you wanted. Shouldn't that temper your bitterness?
I have paid for what I have. I have earned it. And I want you to know now that I will never give it up.
On Santa Barbara,
I'm scared.
when a woman's husband has deadly intentions, will she turn to the man she truly loves?
I'm gonna need your help.
This week.
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch.